Hey guys, welcome back. Modi 101 here, and we are back in Sky Factory 5. Sorry. In betwixt episodes, last episode we got this bad boy up and running. He is doing great. I also made this aqueous accumulator. This is just to make clay for today's episode. Outside of that, what did we do? We fought some gateways in the stream. The shulker one was the worst. But yeah, so let's check this out. So, I made a shulker box, right? Very traditional. And there's something weird in this pack that I don't understand, but it's made for us. So if you look here, you see shulker box. It's not anything different, made the normal way. But apparently if we click it with a potato, we end up in this weird potato dimension. And here's the kicker. So what do we use? An axe? All right. So there, we now have 9 potatoes, right? Oh. What the hell was that about? Oh, that's why. Yeah, this regenerates rather quickly. See? Look, you see that? Oh, there's another one above me. See how this goes? And then the way you get out is you put down a painting and then click on it. No, that's not it. Okay, now we're home. No, we're not home. Yeah, I don't know how to get. I'm just going to use this. I'm just going to teleport home. So, yeah, and then if you want, you've got a giant painting to go back home. I thought I stuck it somewhere. We'll stick one up here. Nope, that's off. Can I have that painting? Can I, please? Let's try here. There we go. Look at that. Anyway, so yeah, super duper potato world, right? It's a lot of potatoes. So, in that vein, also, to get those shulkers, our dogs died. All right, so I want to focus on 2 mods today. We'll see how far we can get. One is going to be cooking for blockheads, which is always a good one. Now, the weird part in this one is I don't believe there is no Pams. So that's always kind of weird. The two kind of a lot of time go hand in hand. Pam's is the one that has all the different stuff. To be honest with you, I'm okay with this. So, let's go ahead and see if we can make all the pieces parts. And there's some other things we're going to make as well. So, let's go to at cooking. And first and foremost, we're going to make ourselves the kitchen floor. I made a bunch of concrete during the, a stack, which should be more than enough. But what color do we want? What do we want to go with? I kind of dig the black. So let's come over here. Let's get this. I mean, I know it's already kind of gray and whatnot, but yeah, I want black. All right, there we go. All right, so let's go switch out our floor. We'll start there. Oh, yep, of course, we didn't plan this out. This was early on, so whatever. All right, let's go ahead and what do you say we put some floor down before we fall to our load? Modi, why don't you take the time? Nope. All right, keep going. We got to get up under all of this stuff. All right. Not too worried about the stairs, but I do want this whole level here. Okay. And because we're dealing with a kind of small area, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put it back here as well, just in case we use this in more of like a pantry kind of idea. You know what I'm saying? So we could put stuff back here that we don't necessarily need to have convenient access to. And that might be kind of cool. All right, so there we go. We put our torch back up. We'll put our door to our pantry back on. And there we go. All right, so there's that. Now, that for all of you know, but just in case there's anybody out there who's not familiar with the mod, this is a big multi-block structure, and that gives us the ability to have all of this connected. So, first and foremost, we gotta burn a book. Yeah. Oh, wait, what? No. This. What? Oh, yeah. Okay. All right, let's see. Do we have a book to start? Let's see. I don't know if I have any. I don't, but can we make one? We can. Perfect. All right. So let's go cook the books. While we're here, let's grab this stuff and get it cooking maybe over here. Just making sure we have enough uranium. We're still doing great. We're really not using much over here, but we're still doing great. All right, so there's our book. So now we come over here. We get back to at cooking. And we're going to go ahead and make this one. So we have to make a couple of these. 2, and then 1, 2. Okay. And then we make this book. Perfect. And then we make our cooking table. There we go. There's that. Next thing we're going to make is we're going to make a fridge. So we're going to need... Now, I'm making a rather small kitchen, so I'm just going to make one fridge. A lot of time I go overboard. This next part, we're going to need a bucket. Oop, just 1C. All right. Let's go get some water. By the way, I made this thing to make clay. It's also an unlimited water source, so there we go. And cooking. Here is that. Oh, apparently I already water in there. And that's... Oh, we need to make the stove. That's right. Okay, so we need this glass, which we should be able to do like that. And then we're going to go like that. So there's the stove. Let's go ahead and make... yeah, I'm not worried about that yet. So this is the ice unit. We got snowballs because we made a snowman. We did the snowman trial, so we were able to get snow. That's not even, I didn't even get it for this one. I'm not worried about that one. All right, so there's that. That's everything that needs floor space. So let's, well, that besides counters. So let's go ahead and we're going to make some kitchen counters here. Let's see what we can make. Let's start with 4. Let's go see what we can do. So the nice thing with this is going to be all kitchen in here, right? Maybe if we have room, we'll put a little table. So what we can do for now, just to start off, we can take these 4 counters. Remember we said we're going to make this like a pantry. So I'm just going to put these in here. And these right now is just where we're going to kind of throw everything. So we're actually going to do this. And we'll throw that in there. We're going to keep these on us. All right. So this is just going to be like a pantry where the bulk of our food items are stored. And I can work on this later and make it prettier and all that fun stuff. So there's that. All right. Just trying to get everything out of our way. I had this a little organized at one point. All right, let's go ahead. We still have our toast from early on. All right, there's that. Okay, and then let's grab these and this, and then we're going to take one of these, and I'm just going to stick this outside right now just to get this stuff out of my inventory. We'll get to that later. That's the other mod we're going to kind of work on. And now we can just kind of pick everything up. Let's just get everything out of the way, and then we'll see what we have to work with here. All right. So this is going to be the main part of our kitchen. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put this guy right in the middle. And then we're going to put our stove, we'll say here. We'll put our sink here. We'll grab our fridge and do that. And then we're going to click this on it. That makes it so we can make ice. And then, you know what? We'll put this here. And there's our core kitchen. And then I'm thinking, you know what we'll do? This will be kind of cool. That's going to be our table. All right, so let's go ahead. We're going to put half of this in here and half of this in here. I love that it has spots for a mod that's not in this pack. All right, so there's that. So we have our pantry. So now if we go in here, and I'm going to eat a potato real quick. I can show you guys that we have all of this stuff we can make. We have bread, we have baked potatoes, we can make roasted eggplant, we can make steak, all the stuff, because all those items are back here, and this floor works as a big multi-block. Okay, so let's go ahead, and we're going to do, I want to do a couple things real quick. Let's see if we can make some chairs. What kind of chairs? We just want some basic kitchen chairs. Maybe... You know, I don't even know if we can do any of these. Can we do any of these? Yeah, see. All right. How do we get oak? Let's see. Oak log. Saplings. Let's see if we can do this. We need an oak sapling. Wandering trader. This guy. I want the sapling. Can we not? Okay, what about spruce? Same story. Dungeon chests. But I need a wandering trader. Can I? All right, well. All right, we're going to try something here. You ready? This is going to be bad on video. So, the Wandering Trader Gateway is blue. I don't know if I've done any of these on camera, on the video, but we're going to do one right here. So we come here, and we're looking for a Wandering Trader. Wandering Trader. Okay, so I may have done this. It's been a while, so bear with me. But basically the way this works is we put this down. I'm going to die, probably. And we have to fight the mob, okay? So, that's what this area is for. So now, I come hide over here like a big tough guy. Hiding. And then they come out, and they're invisible because it's nighttime. They're trying to murder me, so this is okay. All right, can we run and sleep real quick so that way I can see them? Because I want you guys to see them because they get bigger, scarier, all of them. Shulker boxes suck. I didn't know those things could teleport. Yeah, that's how little I know about this game. All right, we're sleeping, and now we're teleporting. All right, look how tall these fellas are. All right, I gotta hurry. It's timed. Come on. So this is how we do all of these basic gateways. You fight the mobs. Generally go about 3. You hear that little sound. That means you're kind of in between. I run over here and I grab all the goodies real quick and I run out like a big strong fella. All right, here we go. Come on. The fish flop around, but they throw tridents at you. It's not cool. Come here, fart knockers. Yeah, they can still hit me. Why do they all have afros? I have no idea. Alright. Let's see. Hopefully we can get ourselves a sapling. Come on. Come on. Alright, so at that point, we've done it. We have basic ones, and we now have our trophies, so we can summon them anytime we want. And now I look like one of them. Do you have saplings? Almost. I kind of want oak. There we go. Let's go get 4 emeralds. And I'll leave these guys here. Maybe, you know what? I think I might put them. I don't know. Will they depart? Will they, what's it called? Will they despawn? I don't know. We'll find out. All right, let's grab some emeralds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then we're gonna grab this, and let's go buy a oak sapling. And there we go. So that's pretty much it. That's why I do it in streams, just because, like, you know, I have more time there. So, all right. What are you? No, you're not him. What about you? Yeah, let's do this and that. Thank you very much. Okay, yes. Grunt, grunt indeed, fellas. Just to get a couple of chairs, because I want to turn a crafting table into a kitchen table. This is my life. All right. Yeah, I know. You guys are all excited. It's very exciting. Okay, so. Oh, God, there's something I forgot to show you guys. All right, let's get this first bit of oak. Anytime now. Go ahead. You're getting watered. I kind of want bone meal. Let's go get bone meal. I don't have time for this. So with the help of this people in the stream, let's type in bone meal real quick. There we go. I was able to automate sand production the way the book wanted us to. I will show you in a minute. All right, there we go. And a little bit of this, and a little bit of that. And now we have 11. Sweet. Dink. All right, good. Okay, let me go show you what we made. God, I forgot about this. This is one of the coolest parts. All right, so we were trying to make automatic sand production with the use of the crush ability. So what we did is we have this magic spell turret, and it has the crush spell on it. Now, we took this block placer. This takes cobble, puts a piece of cobble there when it's open. Then, when the cobble's there, this shoots the cobble into gravel, but the gravel stays because we made a block state data card that says only break if there's sand. So it's gravel, so it doesn't break. And there was a split second there that it shot it into sand, and it broke it, and it fell into the hopper. And it just goes. It does catch, because every once in a while, when we break the flint or break the gravel, we get flint. So yeah, so this guy, and then all we got to do is we take this, and every once in a while I got to switch out these jars, which is no big deal, because you can see we have a bunch over here. All I do is I take this over here. You'll watch it disappear, because it goes in, and it's literally just making us free blocks. And by the way, the cobble is being made by this cobble gen over here. Yeah. And then all this dye just makes stuff. It's so cool. Okay. Let's get back to what we were doing, because we are chugging through time. All right, let's do this real quick. I want to make maybe, let's see, 3 more counters to start. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we'll make 3 more for now. And we do that simply by doing this. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then we're going to take this. We're going to do that. And we're going to make a little bit of this. Nope, not shelves. That. Put these in here. And now we go back to chair. And we're making oak chairs. And we just need 2. That's it. That's what all of that hubbub was about. All right, so now we come over here. And we're going to go boop and boop. Those are a little bit excessive. But now we have a kitchen table that's also our crafting table, multi-purpose, yeah. All right, and then we're going to put these here. Ooh, that makes that a tight exit, but that's fine. I could probably put a couple more, but I think I'm okay for now. So the other food mod in here is a mod called Sushi Go, if I believe, if I'm correct. Yes, Sushi Go, where there's a whole lot of sushi. Okay, so first things first, we're going to go ahead and make a cooler box. We're we're going to need some snow. 1, 2, 3, 4. And a iron trap door. There we go. And we made a cooler box. Then we're going to want, I guess, a fermenting barrel. Let's see. Let's see. Plank. Will these work? You know what? Let's just do oak to be safe and go back to at sushi. What was I making? I was making a fermenting barrel. Why can I not? All right, hold on. Does it have to be? Really? Why? All right, maybe we won't be making a fermenting barrel right now. It's just, oh, I can use the colored ones. Okay, how about that? I don't have that green. Let's try this again. All right, plank. I guess it made it so that, can we use a red one? Let's find out. And apparently not. All right, I will worry about that later. That's not even something I plan on making. I'm tired. Already tired of typing in sushi. All right, and then we need to make a rice cooker. Okay, you're going to be problematic. All right, and a rice cooker. There we go. And a roller. All right, and I think that's about it. How do we get these seeds, though? Okay, we can make some of these. That's the cucumber. What about the rice seeds? Can I not make the rice seeds? Soy seeds? Okay. I'm going to have to figure out how to get those seeds. What is this? A cutting board. All right. So let's go ahead. We're going to head over here. And I'm going to put this cooler right here. And then we're going to put the rice maker here. They're kind of big. And then we're going to put this there. Whoop. And then we're going to pick it back up. All right. Okay, so there's that. Now, one big thing with this mod is you make a lot of this food, right? And then it doesn't make like a very thorough meal. So I'm going to put this one and that one in there. And as you can see, this is bigger. Now, what you can't do is you can't make it more than the total. So maybe, no, I don't know if we're going to be able to squeeze any of these out. That's probably about as full as it's going to get. But we can do that. Followed by that, no. Maybe this guy, no. Maybe this guy, yep. And then we're going to do these and maybe him. No, what about him? Yes. All right, so this is Tabico. I'm probably saying that wrong. But I'm going to stick that in our cooler box. That's where that goes. Let's put our dark toasto right in there. So, and apparently a red apple. All right, there we go. There is the beginning of our kitchen. You can see we have a lot of stuff in there. I'm not a big fan of this making dye. What is that making dye out of? Do I have dye in there? Oh, because I have it on my inventory. All right, well, let's go do this real quick. Let's take all this stuff out of our inventory here. We'll take that out and that out. Take these out. We'll put that in here. All right, so I'm going to work on this because we're at the end of this episode. What did I? Oh, yeah. I'm going to work on this because we're at the end of this episode, and then we're gonna. No, don't put it on my head. And then I think we're gonna get into. I'm gonna try maybe during the stream try and figure out how we're supposed to get the rice seeds and whatnot. But maybe we'll do the sushi one. I'll put some food in here. I might make some above counter cabinets just so that we can put more stuff in there. And yeah, there we go. And we got oak trees. This is what, 20 episodes or something like that in. We just got oak trees. I'm very proud of us. Good for us. All right, guys. Well, there we go. We got a whole lot of things partially done. Yay. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget, like, subscribe, click that bell, leave a comment, share on social media. Any and all of those things will help out the channel so much. If you want to take it to the next level, you can become a Patreon, get access to this server plus many others, hang out in our Discord, be in our Saturday streams, all of that fun stuff while helping me support my family. And then if you guys want to watch the off-camera work on this, I do this every Thursday over at twitch.tv/Mooney101. Link is down in the description. Go follow now, turn on notifications, or follow me on the big socials, because that's where I also put out posts saying that I've gone live. Come hang out. I'd love to talk to you guys, you know, not just in the comments, but in the chat. And lastly, if you want to get your own server, head on over to Host Havoc. Use the link down below. That way they know you're coming from one of my videos. And until next time, I want to thank you all so much for hanging out, and we'll see you guys later. Bye!